It's Been So Long in Adrienette Fanfic, Part 3. First day of school.
Marinette,
said Tiki as she pulled on Marinette's hair.
it's time to get up and submit your design.
Marinette slowly opened her eyes and sat up, yawning. It was 4:30 a.m. Marinette had learned to get up the instant Tiki or her alarm told her to. She had been so close to being late multiple times, and it was not a good impression. Marinette walked over to her desk and submitted the design. "Thanks, Tiki. I'm gonna sleep till my alarm rings now," she said as she crawled back into bed.
Okay,
Tiki said, going back to sleep as well. Finally, Marinette's alarm woke her up at a much more reasonable time, and she got ready for the day and went downstairs to eat breakfast. "Are you ready for school again?" her mother asked. "Definitely. School is way easier than going to meetings all day, or like expert-level design classes." Her mother laughed. "I bet." Marinette soon finished and kissed her mother's cheek and said goodbye. "Girl, I'm so excited for this school year. You're actually back," Alia squealed as the girls were putting their bags away into their locker. "I know, right? I'm so excited to not go to meetings all day," Marinette said excitedly. New York was super fun, but meetings and endless projects and expert-level design classes was not ideal. Suddenly, Chloe slammed her locker closed, getting the attention of everyone in the room. "I doubt you went to New York because you won a contest. Please, as if you could possibly do that. That thought is ridiculous. Utterly ridiculous." Alia gritted her teeth in anger. "You're just jealous that Marinette has some real talent that you can only dream of," Alia defended. "Chloe, stop it. Marinette just came back. This is getting old. Stop getting mad at her for no reason. She's incredibly talented and truly did win a contest, and you know it," Adrian sighed heavily. "Thanks, guys, but you don't need to defend me. If Chloe needs to tell herself that I can't design to make herself feel better, so be it," Marinette said, smiling at her friends. Chloe scoffed and began to exit the room. "Oh, and Chloe," Marinette called. All of Marinette's friends were intrigued. Why would Marinette call for Chloe? "I hope you like the purse your mother sent you." Chloe's face suddenly contorted into an expression Alia could not quite place, but it was a funny scene nonetheless. Marinette had a kind expression on her face, as if she was unaware of how her words were affecting Chloe. However, Alia knew her best friend better than that. Marinette knew what she had to do, something that told Chloe to back off. "I didn't really put my best effort in the design, but I appreciate that you liked it. I guess the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Your mother loved it too. I told her she should send you one of the bags they produced." Chloe's jaw dropped. What was she supposed to think? She loved the purse that her mother sent her, but Chloe thought her mother sent that bag out of love. But now Chloe knew it was Marinette that designed it and told her mother to send it. Of course she loved the bag. It was beautiful and it was special because it was from her mom. Unsure of what to do or what to spit back, Chloe turned around, gave a and stalked off with Sabrina trailing behind. Alia laughed as she watched Chloe run away. Of course, Marinette hadn't said anything mean. She just brought up something that told Chloe to shut up and understand that Marinette was in control of the situation. "Girl, you're too smart for this world," Alia laughed, wiping away tears that formed. Marinette laughed a bit too. Well, she liked her new purse, so why can't I take credit for my own work? Her friends all laughed, and Marinette linked arms with Alia and walked into class, followed by Adrian and Nino. "You seriously told Chloe's mom to send her a gift?" said Nino as the four were sitting down at their spots. "Yeah," Marinette said. "Dude, that's awesome, but Chloe?" Nino said. He was very happy Marinette was still her caring self, but sending a gift to Chloe? She wasn't the first person Nino thought of giving a gift to, but Marinette probably had a good reason for it. "Good morning, class," said Miss Bustier. "One of our students is back this year. Marinette, welcome back. Please tell us something about your trip in New York." Marinette smiled at everyone around the room. Most everyone had an excited smile on their face. "Well, I went to New York, and I learned a lot. I took top design and business classes. I worked on a lot of projects and collaborated with many well-known designers in America," Marinette explained, thinking about the first project she did, the one where she met her boyfriend. Alia noticed Marinette's faraway, almost dreamy look and poked her on the cheek, making Marinette laugh. I know that look. You're thinking about him, Alia whispered. Marinette smiled at her and Alia smiled back. They then both turned their attentions back to Miss Bustier. Soon lunch approached and Marinette was eating lunch with Alia, Milen, Rose, and Julika. Oh, please tell us something about him, Rose begged when Marinette mentioned her long-distance relationship. Okay, she laughed as Milen and Rose squealed. I met him during my first project. He's a model, so I was designing pieces for him, Marinette started. Model? Said Rose. Yep, like photo shoot Adrienne level model, Alia said with a laugh. You sure have a type, Julika said with a smile. I guess so. Anyways, he's so sweet, and he was completely understanding of my awkwardness and nervousness when working together, Marinette said, smiling fondly when she remembered the first time they met and worked together. She was so in awe of his beauty, she accidentally poked him with a pin and was flustered and saying sorry over and over. He just laughed it off, and they became fast friends, so Marinette calmed down and became a lot more composed. Ooh, how'd he ask you out? Rose asked. Yeah, you haven't even told me yet, Alia said, nudging Marinette in the side. You never asked, Marinette laughed. He asked me to hang out at this flower garden that we'd both never been to. It was close to nighttime and the garden lights light up at 8 p.m. So he was walking pretty briskly and I could tell he was nervous, so I asked him if he was okay. And he was like, yeah, I'm fine. But right at 8 p.m., all the side lamps turned off, and like 5 seconds later, the lights in the flower beds lit up. And he held out this giant bouquet of flowers and said that he liked me from the moment he saw me and he wanted to be friends at first to make sure we'd be compatible. But now he was ready to start something and he asked me to be his girlfriend. Flashback. Marinette was walking through the flower garden with him by her side. She was so happy. She had liked him for a while, and the fact that he asked to hang out one-on-one was honestly a dream come true. Marinette noticed that he was constantly checking his phone and looking around nervously. Hey, are you okay? She asked. He nodded his head and smiled. Of course, I'm perfectly fine. Suddenly, all of the walkway lamps turned off. Ooh, I'm guessing it's 8. The flower lights will probably turn on soon. Right as Marinette said that, the flower lights lit up. It was beautiful. They were all a rosy pink or red color as they were in the rose trail. The view was beautiful. It was late and the flowers were in full bloom. Marinette looked around at the flowers and took in the beauty. It was a very good night. Marinette, please turn around, he said. Why? Oh my! Marinette put her hands up to her mouth in surprise. There he was, standing in the heart made of roses that was lighting up in the entrance of the trail. He walked towards her, holding the largest bouquet of flowers Marinette had ever seen. Marinette, the moment I saw you, I knew you were going to be special to me. You were so cute and funny, and though a little nervous, I could tell you were a very brave and strong girl. I worked with you, and I marveled at your talent and your work ethic. I truly admire you and all you've done. At first I wanted to be friends, since I wanted to see how compatible we were, since I want to work, but now I think I'm ready to tell you, and I hope you feel the same. He took a deep breath and spoke again. I like you, Marinette. I like you since the day I met you. I hope you feel the same. So, Marinette, will you be my girlfriend? He held out the flowers and held his breath, unsure of how she'd react. Yes! 1,000 times yes! She cried, taking the bouquet and giving him a big hug. Really? He said, surprised and overjoyed. Of course, you silly goose, Marinette laughed. She was so happy. The night had gone from good to magical. Her life was so good. She had a boyfriend now, and she really liked him. Ooh, how romantic! Rose squealed, putting her hands on her cheek. Yeah, that's actually so romantic. You're a lucky girl, Milen said. Of course I'm lucky. I have you girls, Marinette said. Aww, her friends all said together. After school, Nino, Adrienne, Alia, and Marinette walked to the nearby park to have a fun after-school picnic. Adrien could only stay for an hour and a half, but they knew they'd have fun nonetheless. Marinette, did you bring croissants? Adrienne asked before Marinette unpacked the picnic basket she had picked up from her home. Yeah, like Marinette would leave without them, Alia said, chuckling. Adrien's eyes widened and clapped his hands with joy. You're such a kid, Marinette said, handing him a bag of croissants, making him beam with joy. Bzzz, bzzz, bzzz. Marinette, your phone, Nino said, pointing to Marinette's phone that was moving across the basket. Marinette picked up her phone and turned it over to see who was calling. It was her boyfriend? What time was it back in America? Marinette showed Alia the screen and mouthed, What time is it in America? Alia shrugged. Accepting the FaceTime call, Marinette saw her boyfriend's happy face showed on the screen, making Alia gasp and fall over. Hey, Marinette said, laughing. Adrien and Nino were very confused as they didn't know what was happening and why Alia fell backwards. That's what he looks like? Why didn't you tell me? Alia cried and sat back up. Hello, I'm guessing you're Alia, Marinette's boyfriend said, a little awkward. Alia gave Marinette a look that said, Good, he knows I exist. What's going on? Nino asked. Marinette got up and walked over to sit between Nino and Adrien, getting them both in frame with Alia scrambling to get in the background. This is Nino and Adrien and of course Alia. These are my closest friends, Marinette explained, pointing to each person respectively. Nice to meet you all, her boyfriend said. Who's this? Adrien asked. My name is Aiden Lincoln, Aiden said. You have a very American name, dude, Nino said. Alia smacked her forehead. Nino, he's from America. Nino rubbed his neck sheepishly. I should have figured that out. It's kind of obvious with the New York sign in the background, he said, making Adrien laugh. Dude, you're oblivious, Adrien joked. Nah, you know you're the king of obliviousness, Marinette laughed. Adrien laughed. So, how'd you guys meet? Alia asked. We met while working on a project. She was designing and fitting her first outfit for the runway, and I was her model, Aiden explained. You're a model? Adrien asked. Aiden nodded his head. He's one too, Nino said, pointing to Adrien. That makes sense, Aiden said. Aiden, what time is it in America? Marinette asked. It's like 8:30, Aiden responded. Okay, I didn't want you to wake up really early, Marinette said. Thanks for caring for me, Em, Aiden said. Alia smirked at Marinette's blushing face. Of course, she said. Oh shoot, I gotta get ready. I have a shoot in 2 hours and I will be dead if I'm even a second late, Aiden said, getting out of his covers. I know, Marinette laughed. Bye. Love you so much, Aiden said. Love you too. The call ended and Alia tackled Marinette. It's too cute, she said, and the two girls laughed. What is? Adrien asked. Nino shook his head. You, sir, are an idiot. Adrien's face turned to an expression of confusion. Is he one of your best friends? Aiden asked Marinette, making Alia burst into laughter again, and Nino repeatedly hit his head on the ground. He's my boyfriend, Adrien.